Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to get underway. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. The wind and the pitch. Got him looking. And one gone. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. And another ball. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he walked him.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. At the belt and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's outside. Man at first, one away. Right side. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Throws to first in time. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And now Yohan Moncada in the air, right side. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turn on it nicely for the knock.
So 2 down, and next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And here it comes. Just off the inside edge.
It's a good take.
Two down. Back to the mound. It hit him. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of the first. Angels 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, and today's starter, Tyler Anderson.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
1 down. And let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1 out, base is empty. That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, and here is Luis Rengifo. And the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
The batter now, Kevin Newman.
3-2.
And the righty deals. This one in the air, center field. Under it. He's got it. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Michaelis throws to first, and he's back in easily. Fly ball to right. Walker gets under it. And that is that. Angels strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Into center. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Now snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The Angels up by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. Got him swinging. So one left for the Cardinals, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotwell. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Nootbaar on the move. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Mike.
Here's Trout. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Bounce to the left side. Arenado to first in time, and that will end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's going to be number 11.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Anderson ready to work. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And now the lefty. That misses. And it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one down the line into the outfield base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Bounced up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. And he's safe as the run scores from third. First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. The pitch. Hard hit to right center. And Contreras is retired. Runner tags at second. Safe!
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
Now, Luken Baker.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one is absolutely belted. Get out of town. He powers that one out of here. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. This swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Here's Nolan Arenado. One down, base is empty. Outside low, 2-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Got the bat going too soon at strike two. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs, base is empty. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 2 down, nobody on. And that's too high. And that skips into dirt. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in St. Louis, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Yoan Moncada. Tapped softly on the ground. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the catcher, Logan.
And here's the catcher,
O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Contreras tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Luis Rengifo. Righty delivers. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. 2 outs, base is empty. In the dirt, 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels go quietly there, still down by a count of 4-2. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Kicks and fires.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Walker.
1 down, base is empty. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the center fielder. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they still lead this one 4-2. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Kyren Paris. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy up and loosening in the pen. King, a left-hander, also throwing. 2-1 now. That one drifts inside.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels. And the right-hander deals. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That catches the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a base hit. Around second is Paris.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So the batting order turns over. Taylor Ward digs in now. The 1-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Two on, one out. That just misses. Yeah, that's ball two.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a pitch. Bounce to the right side. Quick feed to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Angels 2. Back here in St. Louis. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, Newman on the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. He's safe.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Newbar leads off first with one away. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Save that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's mitt.
This one in the air. Rengifo moving under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. The Cards leave one as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Kyle Leahy.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. This one in the air, right field. Walker hustling after it. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away. Now here is Jorge Soler. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. But there's on-base slugging too, and that's down and away.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The Halos down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's too high, ball 4. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal, because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
And he deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
The 1-2. Moncada rips one deep right field. Walker ranging back. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Activity in the bullpen. JoJo Romero appears to be getting loose. Matz getting loose as well. Right-handed reliever. And that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. And it's 3-2. Luis Rengifo getting on deck circle. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The batter number 2.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. And a pitch. Fly ball down the line. Nootbaar on the move. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Angels 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Give me any task and I ace it. If you find someone that disagrees, please tell me. Nothing ever changed.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Ryan Zefferjon appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Here's a 1-2. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 1st out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Anderson departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Ryan Zefferjon.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Brendan Donovan. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
2 down, nobody on. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Near the fence. Moncada makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Angels 2. Number 64 gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
And now here is Kevin Newman. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Taylor Ward will hit next. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Angels trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's downstairs and outside. Nolan Shanuel on deck for the Angels. Two down, nobody on, and there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
JoJo Romero takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Tying run at the plate. Got him swinging. 3rd out. And the Redbirds bullpen comes through. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Angels 2. Bottom of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 1-1 now. And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor.
And now the center fielder. Now a check swing on 3-1. Appeal to 3rd. Nope, he held back.
The batter, the shortstop.
So up next, Mason Wynn. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And the pitch. And a foul ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good run.
Runner on the move. Liner, base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Two now. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one well upstairs. 3-2 now.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
John keeping an eye on him.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the bases are loaded here, one gone. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
The pitch. And another ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
At the belt and fires. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. That one is upstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That's to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Ian Anderson.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Lucan Baker, looking to do more of what he did back in the third.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
Ripped to first, caught to the bag himself. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Angels 2. Back here at Busch Stadium, we're at the top of the 8th. Stepping in, Mike
Leading
Trout.
off for the Angels, the right
Kicks
fielder,
and deals.
Mike Trout.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 58, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. King also getting ready. Here's a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. The Halos down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball down the left field line. And there are 2 outs.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
The third baseman.
Here is Moncada. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar moves under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. The wind and the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Gets the catcher by a step.
Now back, the second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Outside, and it's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Man at first, and up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Righty delivers. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1. Donovan off of first with 2 away. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. And the right-hander deals. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 6-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 58.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now at the plate, Logan O'Hoppe. And another ball. That one misses, and now 3-1. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Righty to the plate. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Digging in, Luis Rengifo. Ground ball left side. Arenado to first in time, and they're down to their last out.
The batter, the center fielder, Kyren.
And here is Kyren Paris. And a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Let's watch and see.
The Angels down to their final strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. That's to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
And that chance handled. On to first. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Angels, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.